All right, what's up, Last War family? Sorry, I had to get to do some work, so had to split this up into a two-parter. And this is the Age of Oil must-dos and things to avoid part 2. So let's go ahead and break down from the beginning what we've gotten to so far. You've got to complete your base expansion immediately. You need that oil that you get from it. Switch to engineering if you are not already at engineering. Max all skills that help you build and research faster and cheaper. Number 4, as a server, complete the 500 researches as fast as possible to unlock the tech tree. You should be able to do this within an hour of reset. 500 required across the whole server is what it is. Only upgrade the required oil tech tree. Go back and watch the first video if you missed that part. I messed up and I upgraded things that were not necessary because I was just trying to jump on it fast, and I burned speed ups for research. Don't be like me. Fix it. You can only learn that by somebody else making the mistake first. Upgrade your oil wells to level 30 in day 1. Day 2 if you cannot finish it in day 1. So let's go back here and talk about what's next. All right, so the Age of Oil. Next part. You cannot, in my opinion, wait for, this is day 1, 2 of your week 1 of your verses. You can lose this week, guys, to get your stuff up. So the next thing is going to be, you got to time, and hopefully your first lady is quick, okay? But you've got to time properly getting back into the science buff over and over again. I'm going to show you what I mean. If it's swapping every 5 minutes, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65 minutes. So 65 minutes until I'm up. So you need a 65-minute timer at that point. We all have busy lives. We're all working. We all got families. So you can't keep your eyes on the screen all day long. So therefore, you need to just set a timer so you can remember to pop back in there when it's time. But you also need to time it out to make sure you're going to have all the resources you need to get to that next level. So if you're going to do research like what I'm looking at here, and this is where I screwed up, avoid those, but you're trying to get this to level 10 as fast as you can, I've got to have some more oil, though, before then. So if I don't have enough, I've got to find other places to get that oil before that 65 minutes is up. Because we got to bump this up when that research starts. You want to make sure you're getting that done as fast as you can, guys. And then remember the next level, just one level. Don't outsmart yourself and increase research speed right here, guys. Don't do it. You got to move on as fast as you can to unlocking that third tech center, because that is going to speed you up way more than this stuff will, okay? Don't get tricked by these. Only upgrade those past the first level when they're needed to be upgraded, when it's required, okay? Don't goof like I did here. I was trying to outsmarted myself and thought, oh, it's going to require all of those to be bumped up, and nope, it did not. So I wasted a lot of time. Look at that, 2 days in speed ups, 2 days in speed ups, 2 days in speed ups. I did it 4 times past what I had to. So bad. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, right? No, 4 times. So 8, but it's 2 days and 15 hours, and they were about the same for level. You can see, I mean, it's 2 days, 15, 2 days, 15. I think it was the same for all of them. So goofed it. Lots and lots of speed ups burned, okay? Punt and this is going to be next step, okay? Let's go ahead back to the notes on it. What in the world? There we go. No, sorry. Punt all other research and construction while you are getting to the tech tree, or the Age of Oil. Let's just put oil tech tree max, okay? You got to do that, guys. You got to punt it. Punt all of the other research. I know it's going to be hard for some people. You got to punt it. You have to, or you're going to mess up. You're going to slow yourself way down. You don't want to slow down on this. You want it to go fast, okay? You want to get those oil, get that second and third oil as fast as you possibly can, guys. All right, so go look here into your construction. It's going to tell you what you got coming up next. So, wow, a drone part. Yes, it's going to require you to anyways, but man, you're going to want to upgrade that. See how much oil we need? This is what we're trying to get to, is to here. You're trying to boost all these oil wells up to where their production goes up. I'm going to make you guys a video later today for that, and it'll probably be uploaded tomorrow of how much oil you get per day without the boost, and then we'll talk about it with the boost. We'll do the math, and I'll do the math so you guys don't have to, like we normally talk about. Obviously, anybody who likes doing the math, do the math yourself. Double check my math. My math's typically right. Sometimes my math's off, though, but never by much. All right, so the next thing you're going to want to make sure you're working on during the age of oil to make sure you're getting things done the proper way. I'm going to even say this. I advise some folks who to potentially even going into this, punt the versus going into it, drop down to the level below you and punt those rewards, which are not going to be nearly as much reward and worth enough to not get your age of oil up as fast as you possibly can. So I would consider punting versus going into it and dropping down to that next level down, so it makes it easier for you to compete, so you don't feel the pressure to try to compete, especially in that first week of the age of oil starting. I'm forgetting off the top of my head, but I believe the gorilla that's coming requires oil as well. If he doesn't, he's definitely going to require something from this guy, so you want to get this stuff up as fast as possible. So, very excited about that, pumped about it. Let's go and look at some of the next steps here real quickly. So, we talked about research speed. You want to make sure, researching properly and being smart about it. You want to count your time out. You want to save, put timers on your stuff so that you can make sure that you got it right. You want to burn through all your speed ups. Don't even worry about it. Get them, burn your speed ups, burn your diamonds, get this stuff up as fast as possible. Like I said, as soon as I upgrade this, I'm going to make you guys a video, and I'll probably drop it tomorrow, but it might be later today, but probably tomorrow, showing you how much oil each oil well produces. And I can guarantee you need it if you're going to try to get this stuff done as quick as you can. You need to go ahead and push, save all your speed ups for it, okay? Where do you get extra speed ups from? Well, that's what we can talk about next. So you can go right here to your alert tower, max these. If you don't know how to max these every single time, please go and watch my video on it. We got a video on the honor campaign and how to make sure you're maxing it every single time. It used to be called Operation Falcon. I think that's the name of the video, honor campaign / Operation Falcon. So that's what you're going to do on that. Now let's talk about our next step. And I believe this is the final step. I'll run back through the list and make sure that I'm right on that. But where all can we get oil from? So let's go and look at that. So you need to study where all oil comes from. So where can you acquire more? So you can hit obtain. Okay. Collected that. The age of oil, complete the age of oil task open during this off season. We've talked about those already. Space expansion. So far, it's on day one, it's base expansion, and the overall team tasks for your whole server of getting stuff done. Next is going to be radar vehicle. Okay, I am not normally a proponent of purchasing radars, and I'm not even going to advise that yet for the age of oil. But after my next radar pops up, let me go and find my radar real quickly. I moved stuff around my base today. In an hour, I'm going to check it and see how much oil we're getting from the radars, and I'll tell you guys if I think you should or not. I'll probably just put it in the same video as this. But I think if you're going to buy something at this point, probably go ahead and buy some radars and see how much oil. You know what? I'm going to be nice. I'm just going to go ahead and do it. Let's go ahead and pop it here. Let's just see how much we get. I need to see how much oil we get from the radars anyway, so let's go ahead and give it a go. Just make sure the video didn't stop. It didn't. We're good. Okay. Let's see how much oil we get from the radars. Nothing on that one. I'm seeing nothing on the specific radars themselves, so I'm going to guess. Well, what a lucky team I got. That's probably the second time ever I've bought a radar and got that. That's funny. All right. So, I'm not going to do the dig right now, though. I'll forget while I'm making the video. All right, so, heck, why not? I'm good. I'll go ahead and give it to him. Go ahead and send mine because I'm not going to remember while I'm making the video. I bet you it's down inside of here then. Let's see if it's in the daily task. If there's oil, none there. Oh, did it lie to us? I'll find this later for sure. It's got to be somewhere. It said radars, but there was nothing that popped up in those radars. Maybe it's inside of the main task? No. Guys, I don't know. I'm confused as you guys probably are. It says the radar task is where they're at. I didn't see any in my radar task, so I don't know. Very strange. Very, very strange. All right, but again, let's just go back to it. If that's got to be a glitch if that's the case, or maybe I've already maxed mine for the day. That's also a possibility that I've already gotten all you can get from radar for the day. That happens on stuff sometimes. So, but let's just go back to it and look one more time. But familiarize yourself with where they come from. Radar vehicle, complete radar task dripper, open in the second week of the off season. I didn't read all the way through. Daggum. So week 2, radars. You might want to purchase radars to get your oil up. I don't know yet. We'll talk about that next week. Secret task, completing secret task, open the second week of the off season. Come on. All right, so they're not making it easy for you in week 1, but that's okay. Now we know. My team got an extra little dig there, so they'll be happy as clams. So, that's so we're gonna go and put that in our notes here. Week 2, radars and secret tasks will give oil. And let's go ahead and put one more in here. Familiarize. All ways to obtain oil. Done. All right, guys, this is everything for me for this time, I believe. Let's go run through it one more time. Age of Oil, complete your base expansion immediately. Switch to engineering if you're war leader. I'm going to say this again. You need to be war leader, and 90% of people need to be war leader, I think. At least 50% of your team, but I would say 50 to 90% need to be war leader during seasons. When the season is over, everybody should be switching back to engineering. Max of all skills that help you build and research faster and cheaper. As a server, complete 500 researches as fast as possible to unlock the tech tree. 500 required across the server. Only upgrade required oil tech tree. Don't make the mistakes I made. Upgrade oil well to level 30 in day 1. Day 2, if you cannot get that finished in day 1, but you got to get it done by day 2. Punt all other research and construction while you are getting to the oil tech tree max. And I'm saying, when I say that, I mean inside of a one of your, just to make sure at least one queue's open for it all the time is what I do mean. Once you get a second oil tree, second oil rig, I would say leave 2 open potentially, but I don't think it's going to happen. I'm maxing this thing pretty quickly, so it's not taking a whole lot of time to max them. Recognize all ways to obtain oil, and then starting week 2, radars and secret task will give you oil. Guys, hope this was helpful for everybody. This is week 1, day 1 of the Age of Oil for us, post season 2, part 2 video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please do like, subscribe, share with your servers for me, and come find me on 382 and send me your servers, and I'll do my best to pop over there and post videos when I can, when it allows me to post them in there too for you guys. Do join the Discord too. Thank you guys so much. Y'all have a wonderful day. This is RTV Joe, or as I'm being currently called. This is how you can find me right now. I like to change my name occasionally, but Train Robber Joe. Loving robbing these trains right now. But RTV Joe, Train Robber Joe, signing out. You guys have a great day.